everyone, today I'm going to be sharing with you my big freezer that I have in the laundry room. That laundry room is really loud because it's right next to our cooler, and so I've had comments that I can barely be heard when I'm talking next to it. So I will be doing a voiceover, but let's show you that freezer. That freezer, I really work hard on building up as much as I can with meats and whatnot, when I can find them a good deal or whatever it ends up being. And then it helps us kind of keep some of the grocery amounts down throughout the rest of the year, insofar as possible. Doesn't always work out that way, but you know, insofar as possible. So anyway, let's go look at that freezer, and I'll be doing a voiceover and walking you through everything.
Okay, so there is a sign on the door because one time we had a issue with the door not getting closed all the way, so I asked the children to just make sure that they get it closed. So these are some frozen burgers, and we'll be eating these later this week. And there are some chicken drumsticks. These are from the mobile food pantry. I know I've shared that video with you, and I got a huge box of it. And then later on, I believe it was someone in our trailer park had asked if we wanted more, and so we ended up with more than just that huge box that we got from that food pantry. Those three that I'm pointing out, those are the briskets that I bought, that really big pack, and we divided it up smaller. Briskets need to be cooked low and slow, and so that is definitely something that I kind of planned for. I'm pulling out those chicken bosoms so that we can eat those this week. This is a mac and cheese sauce. I only needed one, when I made the batch, I only needed a little bit of that, so I'm going to end up making that this week. For our meals, there are some vegetables here that I just kind of keep on hand, and so I'm just kind of moving them so A, I know what I have, but B, I like to try to keep the vegetables on top there. What I really try to do, and it doesn't always work, is I try to keep the heaviest stuff on the two middle shelves, the lighter stuff on top, and like the really heavy stuff on bottom. And that just kind of helps, I think, keep a very sturdy freezer. So a friend of mine gave me a whole bunch of these chicken broths, and I've been pulling one out every week, heating it up, and then me and my youngest have been drinking some chicken broth, and it's been really, really good to kind of rebuild your gut, and it has so many other health benefits. And it's just been a huge blessing since I haven't really had time to make anything. These are a whole bunch of blueberries, also from the food pantry. This is some tallow. As you see, I have not rendered it down, so it's just waiting for a day that I can get myself in gear and put that together. There is a little bit of freezer buildup. I have yet to figure out how to defrost this freezer in the laundry room here because I don't want water all over the floor, so I'm just not going to deal with that right now. These are some waffles I made. You got to see that video where we did a whole bunch of meal prep. I will be pulling those out this week to use for meals. This is a whole bunch of pepperoni that I bought in bulk and then have put them in smaller bags. As you can see, I still have a lot of that fish, and that will be used for meals this week. I have this chicken. It is already cooked in like shredded chicken, and it is sitting on top of a shepherd's pie that I have in the freezer. So I have two of those, and I can make something with it. Let's see, what else do we have? This are frittatas, and we're going to use that this week for meals, so I'm just kind of moving it over to bring out into the other kitchen. And let's see, what else do we see? What else did I bring out? Oh, this is applesauce bread that I also made in that meal prep video. It is not a family favorite, so I will not be making it again. Everybody found it way too dry, and I bet the gluten-free was just absorbed so much. So back in the back part of that freezer, there is a batch of muffins, and then there is a batch of banana bread, and then I'm just going to put those tortillas right in front of it. I found those tortillas at Kroger for like 25 cents a piece, and I just picked them up. They'll be good to have if I need to make a quick meal or we're going to make a meal for somebody. These are more chicken bosoms, and I'm just trying to show you what I have. So I just kind of picked it up and then moved it. I have a bunch of chicken thighs, and our favorite thing to do with chicken thighs is to make a Greek lemon chicken. I will leave that recipe down for you below. And that's kind of what I'm going to use this for. I know I want to make it when I have company, and so I'm saving a little bit for that. You can also make a dish called Korean chicken, and that works well for that. These are more of those burgers that you saw earlier, and then there is some pork chops, bone-in pork chops that I have here, so I'll need to kind of figure out when to do that. This is a beef sirloin roast, and I got that from Sam's Club when I found a pretty good deal on beef, and so I grabbed those and just kind of put it in the freezer for a later point. Here are the rest of those chicken drumsticks. I think I have 4 more packs of those, but I'm not completely sure, and each pack is 3 pounds. And then I have these chicken drumsticks. To be honest, I'm not really sure where I got them. I have a couple more packs of chicken chests, and in the back, I think I'm trying to figure out what that is. It looks like I have another pack of just a single chicken chest, and I actually ended up pulling that out, and we're going to use that for my daughter's meal prep for this week. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I think that is another roast in the back there, and these are just kind of moving things around. This and this other bag, those are a freezer meal that I made. That is the salsa verde pork that Julia Panchenko shares on her channel. And these are more of those pork chops with the bone in that I mentioned earlier. They were given to us, and I just haven't made them yet. Here is another roast. This one is also from Sam's Club. Like I said, when I found a good deal on that, I picked it up. Yeah, we have a bunch of this pork, so I'll have to kind of find a way to use that here shortly. This is a bag of bacon bits. I have one in my refrigerator right now. There is a block of butter that I can use, and then this drawer, this is my fun drawer. So I keep some kielbasa in there. I have some of these chicken sausages that you saw in an earlier grocery haul put in here. There is some fish that was given to us, that is in here. These are ground beef. I remember that video where I bought 20 pounds of ground beef and kind of divvied it up. That's in here. Anytime I have onions that need to be chopped up, I chop and put in the freezer, and then I can pull them out as needed. So there is quite a few in here. My bacon is in here. You kind of saw that in another video, and I just pull out as needed. As you can see, just because I buy it with a really good deal doesn't necessarily mean I use it every week. So that's what I have going on in my freezer here. A lot of ground beef that I have, lots of chicken, and so I try to shop here first when I make my meal plan. In the door, there's the rest of the ground beef that I did, so I have them kind of portioned out into 2-pound bits. There's let's see, some more. No, this is the ground sausage, and that's in there. This is, remember that meatloaf? More of the chicken. I believe that bag there is bones. There's more onions. That is, I think that's a cilantro thing that I did. Some ground turkey, more beef. And yeah, that is my freezer. Thank you for watching today, and I will see you in the next video.